Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. In the last, we create a Python 3 untitled notebook. So let's give the new work area and name Python code. So as you can see, we have renamed this particular cell. Now autosave option should be on the next to the title. As you can see, the last checkpoint a few days ago unsaved changes. The autosave option is always on what we do is with an accurate name. We can find the selection and this particular notebook very easily from the notebook homepage. So, if you select your browser's home tab and refresh, you will find this new window name displayed there again. And if you just go to a notebook homepage, you can see I mention it by Python codes, and under running also you have the Python codes here. So let's go back to the particular page. Is the notebook one thing to know there? That it has an item icon versus a folder icon. And it automatically assigned an extension, as you can see here, is IPYNB, the IPython notebook, and says the item is in the browsers in the Jupyter environment. It is marked as running. The answer is a file by that name in the directory as well. So if you go to your directory, let me go and check it. So as you can see, you go into the users, you can see you have the Python code. Like the series automatically has that particular IPython notebook created in our working environment and the local disk space also. So if you open an IPYNB file in a text editor, you will see the basic context of a Jupyter code. As you can see, if I am opening it, the cells are empty, nothing is there. So let's type in some code here. For example, I am going to put in a name equal tech tutorial everywhere. Next, what I am going to do is provide subscribers that equal 100, and to run this particular cell, what you need to do is click on the run icon and you will see here we have 1. So this is the first cell to be executed. In the second cell, we enter Python code that references the variables from the first cell. So as you can see here, we have print named as string subscribers. So let me just run this particular. As you can see here, now that we have an output here that tech tutorial everywhere has 100 YouTube subscribers. Now to know more about Jupyter and other technology is what you can do is subscribe to our channel and get updates on the latest trending technologies. So know that the Jupyter color codes your Python just as a decent editor, and we have empty braces, so the left of each code block, such as you can see here. If we execute the cell, the results are displayed in line now. It's interesting that Jupyter keeps track the output last generated in the saved version of the file and its save checkpoints. Now if we want to return your cells using the return on the run, all the output would be generated, and see why autosaved. Now the cell number is incremented and you can see that if you run, you see the cell number change from first to third, and if I run the cell number, it will change from 2 to 4. So what Jupyter does is keeps a track of the latest version of each cell. So similarly, if you are close the browser tab, you can see here we have Python codes. So as you can see, if we click it opens the same notebook. It has a previously displayed item. Will always there showing the output save that we generated in the last run. Now that we have seen how Python work in Jupyter including the underlying coding, then how this Python accesses this allowed dataset and dataset work in Jupyter. Let's create a Python 3 notebook. So let me create another new Python notebook. So what I'm gonna do is name this as pandas1. So from here that will do is read is the last data set and compute some standard statistic of data. Now what we are interested in seeing how to use the pandas in Jupyter, how well the script performs and what information is stored in the metadata, especially if it's a large data set. So our Python script accesses the Irish dataset here that's built into one of the Python packages. Now all we are looking into to do is to read in a slightly large number of items and calculate some basic operations on the dataset. Write program from here. So first of all, what we need to do is from sklearn import the dataset. So sklearn is a scikit-learn and it is another library of Python. It can contain a lot of datasets for machine learning and all the algorithms which are present for machine learning and the datasets which are there, so import was successful. And what we are gonna do now is pull in the Irish data. What we are going to do is Irish underscore dataset equal and the load on the screen. Now what should do to runs this cell, and I'm sorry for this datasets load. So as you can see here, the number here is considered 3. Now because it is the second run, we encountered an error. It was dataset not dataset. So what we are going to do is grab the first two corners of the data. So let's start writing. If you press the tab, it automatically detects what you are going to write a store data. Datasets dot data, and what we are going to do is take the first two rows. Now to run it from your keyboard, all you need to do is press shift plus enter. So we are going to calculate some basic statistics. Now what we are going to do is x underscore count equal x. I am going to use the length function and set that we are going to use x dot flat. Similarly, we are going to see x mean and x max and mean and display our results. What we are going to do is just display the results now. So as you can see, the counter 300, the minimum value is 3.8 millisecond and maximum value is 8.4. And the end mean is 5.84333333.